Hello guys and welcome to the latest Vlogmas Forces of War, Flames of War list building video. This is part of a series for Vlogmas, obviously going over the Christmas period. I was intending to do 25 videos in 25 days, we will see, but the bulk of them will come out. This series is focusing on the points that you can find within the books themselves, so we're on the account on Forces under books. This particular list is a free French list that was requested. Now I do believe they wanted the sort of guerrillas. That's going to be really tricky in V4. I had to source this list using the free V3 books that are available on the Flames of War website. I will leave a link to them in the Google Drive where you can find all of these if you want to review some of those V3 lists, because I know nothing about the French in terms of most of the Second World War. So I do apologize, but this gives me some something good to go off, because we do have those guerrillas in there, the partisan platoon, as well as the rest of the actual French that we're just using the American equipment. So we can see that this is a mechanized force. It's got half tracks and infantry, as well as some reconnaissance in jeeps, some assault gun platoons, and they've also got the attachment of the American 155mm field artillery battery, as well as some air support. So within those combat platoons, you can have one rifle squad, which consists of two teams of four. No, one rifle squad is literally this here, rifle squad, a half track, two teams of rifle teams and a bazooka. You can go up to two, and then we've got additional options. I'm not sure how well we're going to be able to replicate this in V4, but we will have a look indeed. All right, so let's go to the Forces of War V4 and we'll leave this page up. So Forces of War, we're going to go to new force. We're going to go down to we're going to go up, sorry. We can go to D-Day American, because this list is based off the assault into Paris itself and the guerrillas uprising there to get rid of the Germans. Now this is a mechanized rifle company. So we've got rifle company here. We've also got the armored rifle company here. Let's go ahead and select that one. Actually, before we select this one, let's go back and just see what command cards we can get, because surely there's something for the French. So we've got the FFI platoon and the FTP platoon. I believe the FTP were communist guerrillas. I got the Leclerc, I think that's the division there. So what does this give you? Units in this formation, any veteran or veteran armored rifle company get a last stand of 3+. Okay, that's good. So we can use a single number of units in the formation. Okay, all right. So let's just go back. So we'll go to the armored rifle company. It did say veteran armored rifle company, but I'm going to start with the armored rifle company because we might not use those stats. What is it on here actually? If we go here, they're confident vets. So what do we get here? Confident, skilled, and they hit on a 3+. So really we need that veteran armored rifle company. Okay, so the veteran still doesn't give us confident veteran, confident trained, but you do get taxes on a 3+. Okay, so that's close enough, I guess. Hit on a 4+, that's better than the rifle company. Save on a 3+. Halted 3, because this HQ stand here, this is just the actual infantry. They've got Thompsons, just your typical SMG. They also have the ability to take a half track. So let's just ensure, okay, Jeep and a half track with additional bazooka. We can't do that, but we can go 2 Thompsons and a half track. So we've got the 50 cal and the 30 cal on that half track. So the 50 cal is 20 inches, rate of fire 3, moving 2, and tank 4, firepower 5+. So it's a little bit better than your typical machine gun. The 30 cal is 3 and 3, so you get an additional dice for moving, but the anti-tank is 2 and the firepower 6 are pretty poor. Optional passenger MG as well, if that is an even viable option, but it's not great stats. The actual half track itself, so once you've when you start using these independently or whatever, you want to just use these as is, they are reluctant 5, they counterattack on a 6, they're trained for assault 6, and their tactics on a 3+, they hit on a 4, their front armor is 1, side and rear 0, top and 0. So we're going to go 2 Thompsons and 1 half track. You do have the Jeep as an option if you want to. That's probably what the optional passenger MG is referring to, actually. So I'm going to go with the half track just because it's going to give us a little bit more protection. And then the veteran armored rifle platoon. Wow, these are big platoons. So the stats are the same, but you can get 6 M1 Grand Rifle teams, 5 M1 Bazooka teams, 2 M1919 LMG teams, 1 60mm mortar, 2 M3 half tracks, 3 M3 half tracks for 19 points. My god. Or you can get 4 M1 Grand Rifle teams, 4 M1 Bazooka teams, 2 M19 LMG teams, 1 60mm mortar, and then you get 4 half tracks with all of that. Wow, that is a lot of infantry and half tracks. I'm just going to go for the sake of it. Let's just bulk it right up to 19 points. And then let's go to here. Again, for the sake of this, let's just go to 19 points again. Let's just give us a full strength platoon. We can come back and reduce them. If we look back at what we got here, same again. You can get anti-tank, the recon platoon, machine gun platoon, mortar platoon, or the assault gun platoon. So the machine gun platoon, you get 4 M1917s plus 2 half tracks for 5 points. Okay, that's not too bad. Confident 4, trained 4, hit on a 4, but their assault is not great. The actual M1917 HMGs, range 26, holded 6, and tank 2 and 6. The half track is exactly the same. Okay, interesting. 57mm gun. Stats are exactly the same as that HMG we just saw. Anti-tank of 10, firepower 4+. That's not too shabby at all. So maybe we are going. Let's just go 3 of those for now, without the half tracks, just because we've already got enough half tracks as it is with those full strength platoons. Then we've got the veteran M8 scout platoon. Sorry, Scott assault gun platoon, not scout. Motivation is confident 4+, counterattack on a 6, trained 4+, assault 6, tactics 3. Yes, cool, no worries. Same, hit on 4, front armor 3, side and rear 3, top 0. The 75mm gun gives you anti-tank 2, firepower 4+. If you direct fire with it, it's anti-tank 6, firepower 3+. It can also fire smoke, which is very handy. But the gun isn't great. It's really not great. 3 for 6. Think about that one. 3 M4 81mm mortar platoon for 3 points. Now that might be worth it for the smoke bombardment in itself. Stats are what we've already seen. Anti-tank 1, so it's awful, but you don't really need it if you're firing at infantry anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna go 3 of those. I think that's really good value for money. 1 point per mortar half track. Mortar's not great, but you know what, whatever. 50 points we've got thus far. We also need to throw in an actual FFI platoon because it defeats the purpose of this. So you add a rifle platoon as a support unit to your formation using the following ratings. They are fearless 3+, last stand on a 5+, they counter attack on a 5+, they are green. So that's to give us 5+, and they're aggressively hit, so they hit on a 3+. But they count as 0 points when calculating reserves. So you can add 1 bazooka team for an additional point, add up to 2 M1919 LMGs for a point each, and then 1 M1917. So let's go 1 M1 bazooka team, and we'll go 2 LMGs. Takes us to 9 points. Now we've got a ton of infantry, an absolute ton of infantry. We got some guns, so we just need to fill it out now with some French tanks. So we could go We probably want to try and get some artillery in this as well, something that's really going to cause some damage, or potentially some aircraft. So we could go a veteran M4 tank platoon, 76 mil. What's that give us? 4 of those for 22 points, and tank 12 firepower 3+. Confident 4, remount 3+. They're trained on a 4. Tactics 3. Hit on a 4, front 7, 4, and top 1. Okay, that's not too bad actually. The great thing about US vehicles is they have stabilizer, which means the halt and moving rate of fire remains the same. So 2 of those for 4 of those for 22 points and get anti-tank of 12. That is very, very appealing. Do we have the points to spare? Let's just go like that. And then we go, what about another M4 Sherman platoon? You can get 4. Oh, these are hit on a 3+ though. Again, you get that anti-tank of 10. We could go 5 of those for 18. So let's have a look on the V3 list. Confident vets. Sherman platoon, so no. Veteran M4 Sherman platoon, confident train tactics 3. 5 for 21 points. 4 for 17, so we could snag 4 of these. We could actually snag 5, and we could just reduce some points somewhere. Because we probably don't need all this infantry, especially if we've got all the half tracks as well. So let's just see how much points. If we go reduced armored rifle platoons, we go to 4. That frees up 4 points. That frees up 4 points. Go the veteran M4 tank. Go 5 of those Shermans. The next question is, do we need an M10 over the 75 mil? Is 75 mil even an option on here? Tank destroyer. Charles D combat platoon. Let's have a look. Charles D combat platoon. Okay, they're confident vet, tank platoon. 4 M10s. Ah, okay, so I can't even take these 76 mils. That's just me being wishful thinking. So we can take some M10s, which I believe are going to give us 80-12 anyway. Yeah, 80-12, firepower 3+. They're cheaper. Confident 4, counterattack on a 6, train on a 4, assault on a 5, hit on a 4, front armor 5, side and rear 2. Range of 36 inches. And tank 12, firepower 3+. No HE and no stabilizer either, which is an absolute bummer, but that's the price to pay, I suppose. So how are we doing? We've got that. We've got some tanks. We've got an FFI platoon. Can I go back? This veteran rifle company. Do I need to take one that's got? Yes, you have to take the half tracks. Okay. What are we going to get for an M7 Priest? 3 for 8 points. Ah, that is appealing. You don't need a full battery, and you can save some points there. Again, hit on that aggressive though. What's the they've got their M2 105mm battery, or the Priest. They must be the same confident vet. So motivation 4, veteran 3. Okay, so the stats remain the same, but they're just hit on a 3 and tank 3, firepower 3+ on that bombardment, direct fire at 24 inches and tank 9, firepower 2+. You could use these in a combat role if you were game enough, which I've done before in mid-war. So 3 of those for 8 points, but what about the 105mm field artillery battery? 4 of those for 10, so for an additional 2 points you get 10 and tank 3, firepower 3+. Now I think I'll save the points. I think the Priests are better value for money. 3 of those for 8 points. That saves up 4, but it also means we can put in an OP. Oh, whoa, 3 points for that OP, 2 points for that OP. Ah, this is where that's interesting. But this is an air observation post, which means it should have full line of sight. But I need to work out, do you have to roll for this to come on, or does this automatically come on? Let's have a look. Yeah, let me know in the comment section, guys. I haven't looked this up. Does this come on? I'm assuming this can just come on because it's an observer. So hopefully this can just come on. So for 2 points, do we go like that? What are we going to get for an additional 2 points? Although this would be tempting. M15, M16, AA platoon. But that means I'd have to forfeit something. We already have here. The other question is, do I take... I could just use my observer. I could use the HQ as the observer for the priest. Opposed to the grasshopper. It's very expensive for... Or I can drop a Sherman. If I drop one Sherman... Because 4's still good for veterans. That frees up an additional 4 points. That actually gives us 6 points. 9 points for a thing. Yeah, maybe... Oh, sorry, I'm going off again. Yeah, you can get these anyway. Alright, so yeah, maybe I'll get these. 2 of these, M15, M16. Because these can actually act as infantry support as well. So we've got Confident 4+, Counterattacker 6. Trained 4+, Assault 6. Aggressive hit on freeze. Oh, that's not good. 4... for rate of fire, and 5, 4+ for the 37 of the quad 50 cal is 5, 3, 4, and 5. If I've just freed up a Sherman for this, you want... Do I have a Recce troop? No, so we do need Recce as well. So you know, we could go 2 Greyhounds, 1 Jeep, and 1 60mm Jeep. So got a mortar. Yeah, what does the observers, what do they have here? More platoon. Yeah, so maybe we go 2 of these, 1 Jeep, 60mm, Confident 4, last stand 5, counterattack 6, veteran 3, assault 4, careful hit on a 4, front 2, side and rear 1, top 0, 37mm on the 50 cal MG. 37mm gives you anti-tank 7, firepower 4+, but it is overworked, so you take that hit when you're moving. And you can use the AA self-defense. Yeah, a lot of these have got these AA 50 cals in them, so we probably don't need the 50 cal, or we don't need that AA platoon. Then we've got this little Jeep that fires an artillery bombardment as well, but it's only 32 inches. Anti-tank 1, firepower 4+. Save that. That gives us 1 point to play with. We put a command card in, but yeah, so this is keeping it French themed according to this list as well. So we've got the 2 Thompsons with the M3 half track, we've got 2 reduced armored veteran platoons, but you're still getting 4 rifle teams, 4 bazooka teams, 2 machine gun platoon, 2 machine gun stands, and 1 mortar plus 4 half tracks in both of those. So that's going to be 8 half tracks plus your HQ, 9 half tracks, plus all the infantry in them as well. You get the free anti-tank guns, free 57mm for 6 points. That could be do you want to take them, do you not? You could reduce those and get rid of those and fill out one of those platoons perhaps, or even the tank platoon, but I'm going to leave them for now because I like them. I do like the 81mm mortar section. I think that's really good points. 3 points for 3 of those with the half tracks. That's really good. We've got the Recce with the M8, the Jeep with the MG, and the Jeep with the artillery, the mortar 60mm, plus we've got 3 priests for 8 points, 1 grasshopper OP, 4 veteran Shermans, and 4 M10s of those 3-inch variants. Yeah, nothing that super packs a punch though. The M10 3-inch is 80-12, so hopefully that's going to be able to deal with anything heavy, obviously other than King Tigers. Would be nice to get in a plane for 9 points, but that's maybe where you can get rid of the FFI platoon. You probably don't need the FFI platoon, but I'm trying to keep it free French themed, especially going into Paris. So yeah, this is what I'd go with. Let me know below. It's very interesting. If you're a French player, I'd love to hear from you. Let me know below what you would do with this, how you would tweak this list. I think I'm set on this. I think this would be a good list. What would I do with it in terms of attacking and defending? That is a very, very good question. If I was to defend, I'd definitely have an armoured rifle platoon off in reserve with probably the M10s. That would leave us with 31 points, and then maybe the, oh god, this is tricky. Yeah, that's yes, okay. So I'd have the FFI platoon doesn't count as reserves, 0 points. So I believe the way it should work is, and correct me if I'm wrong, my list should be at 90 points. So you divide that by the 40%, because they don't count as a reserve because they're 0, I think. Yeah, I think so. I think that's correct. I could be wrong. Let me know again in the comment section. But you get the gist. I'll definitely have a tank platoon off and an infantry platoon. Then I'll just, depending on what I'm coming up against, I could throw I could throw, you know, the AT guns or the FFI platoon in reserve. But yeah, this is sort of a mixed force. I think you could be aggressive and attack, or you could defend. So yeah, very interesting. It's very cool to compare it to this V3 digital exclusive list. Again, this and all the other books I'll list in the video description if you want to go back and look at some of the V3 lists for some inspiration. So yeah, huge thank you goes out to my Patreons and YouTube channel members. Special mention goes out to Oscar, Patrick and Panzer Jim. You guys are absolutely awesome, being those Panzer aces. Don't forget to let me know below what list you would like to see in this series next, and until then I will catch you at the next one.